Well, they're so wonderfully old school, and that was a track for the concerts, of course. We're going to do the title track to the album, which is called In Victory, of course, and we'll attempt to get in touch with the lead singer of the band, Terje. We're going to try that. Yeah, going to get in touch with Norway, and this is In Victory.
As they headed towards the army of souls, no turning back.
Well, you're listening to A Disorder right here on Rick Classic, and that was the title track to the brand new SINSID album, In Victory. And we're happy to say we have the co-founder, lyricist, singer of the band, Terje, on the other end of the line. We do not, do we? Do we have Terje?
Yes.
Here you go. Sorry.
Something happened. I just lost the signal.
I pressed the wrong button, man. I'm sorry about that.
All right. I didn't know it was me or...
No, it was me. How you been, okay?
Yes, I've been good. All in considered, the past 2 years have been something special, but I've still managed to get through it.
You managed to make an album. Come on.
Yes, I mean, as soon as we knew that there wasn't any live shows, then we just, we needed to make the best of that time we had, so we'll just go for another album, and then we have plenty of songs to choose from when we are ready for live shows.
Yeah, of course. Now, you remain wonderfully sort of old school, traditional metal. Is that the mindset of everybody in the band? I love it. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we grew up on listening to, Wasp and Manowar and all these classic bands, that's Motorhead and everything. That's what we grew up listening to, So, but in the band we have some of the members are into more classical rock, Deep Purple and Gary Moore. Another one is everything is death metal to him, So we try to combine the elements from each member, but I think we'll land on some. I mean, we were called an old school metal band very early on, and I think that fits really well to what we have made.
Yeah, but it's it's a good thing to call you that. I think in this day and age,
to me
Yeah. So,
I have no problem with that.
So was it harder doing this album because of the pandemic, or did you have more time, or how did it go?
I think it went quite well, actually. I mean, right after the Enter the Gate was released, Ruben, our former drummer, he needed to take a break from the band because his personal life was very busy. So we got a new drummer, and
I can see that you brought in a fellow wrestler.
he may look like a wrestler, but no, I've known this guy from high school, and he's very, very, very skilled drummer. So we knew who we got on board, and everything went quite smooth after that. So the songs that we made within 8 months. So I think that everything just came together, and I mean, we didn't have time for anything else, all focus was on creating new music. So
yeah, of course. I mean, with the pandemic, it's a good thing that you could get together and record it.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few weeks we had some restrictions, and we wasn't sure if we were going to meet, but a lot of the stuff we can do on our own also. So, I mean, writing, I'm doing pretty much on my own, so the lyrics.
Yeah,
so,
Yeah, I want to get to that, because the album begins with the lyric, "Raised along the northern fjords."
Yes.
I don't know. It brings a lot of pictures to me, but can you tell me, because it's beautiful in picture, but can you tell me how it really is to be raised along the northern fjords? What does it mean?
I have a cabin deep in the northern fjords. So when I'm on the boat and I go through the fjord, I just see. I mean, the lyrics just came natural to me, So I'm already there. But actually, that line, which is raised along the northern fjord, that's from the Ironheart song, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's from the Ironheart. Yeah.
Yeah. yes.
You wrote it. I mean, you should know it.
Yeah, yeah. Just have to catch my memory correct there. But that song was actually, I mean, Ironheart is, there was a sword created several years ago, a Viking sword that's called Ulfbert.
Yeah.
So the lyrics is more or less based on that sword, which was created just for a short period of time, but it was really strong sword. So I just named it Ironheart.
Okay.
So that's really how that song came about. And the line Northern Fjords is like, I see it every day, you know.
What do the fjords do to a man as he's growing up? It's
it's beautiful, you know. The wind is blowing in the hair, everything. You see the sunset.
It's good if you have hair like you know.
Well, it's starting to fade away, you know, but I'm keeping it as long as possible.
That's all right, man.
We all reach that point, you know.
Yeah, tell me about it. So, you have a cabin in the fjords. What is that, like a refuge to you?
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes from my house, and we have the boat and everything, so it's yeah. If you need a break from the everyday life, we can just go in there, and there's no neighbors or anything like that. So
that's wonderful.
We do some fishing and stuff like that. Yeah. Mm.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, are you planning on promoting this album with shows and stuff?
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to do that many shows, and most of the shows have been locally, and that was before the pandemic. So
yeah, because excuse me for interrupting you. When the previous album was out, then the pandemic started, right?
Yes, that's right. So
yeah.
So we didn't get to do. We had planned a few shows, but those got cancelled, and so it's been actually close to 3 years almost now since the last show, and so we're really looking forward to that. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole reason for being in a band. That's playing live, performing.
Yeah, of
that's
course.
The whole idea. So, so we're really now taking on all the bookings we get. So let's hope we get some shows abroad from out of Norway.
Oh, that's good. That would be nice if you could play live and, promote the album. Because it's a very good album. And congratulations
Thank you.
That.
Yeah, we got some nice feedback, so I'm really happy with that. So.
Yeah. Let me go back to your quote-unquote previous life.
Okay.
Why did you ever become a wrestler?
Well,
we have to say this. You were a champion wrestler, right?
Yeah, I was the first Norwegian champion. If that says a lot, but I mean, Norway is a small country. But
well, you can kick my butt for sure. I mean, it means something.
Well, I'm not really looking for a fight, but I can handle myself. Let's put it that way.
I bet you can.
But you know, growing up, I actually came over metal and wrestling at about the same time early on at age 7 or 8. But I didn't have any around me that wanted to be in a band and wrestling I could do on my own, you know. So that's why I just pursued wrestling first. But every day when I trained, I always listened to metal, and that was always next to me. So I started a bit late with the whole singing stuff. But
how did you know you could sing in a metal band?
Well, I actually didn't. I just I thought I could very early on, but I never gave it a real try, you know. So I got a chance when I was 24, 25.
Okay.
With some friends of mine that had a band, and they needed a vocalist, and he knew that I was into that kind of music, and he knew I was able to perform in front of an audience. That he knew.
Well, yeah,
but he
of course.
didn't know if I could sing, but he gave me a try. So and it worked out, you know.
You know what they thought? You know what they thought? let's bring in that wrestler who's a champion and everybody knows him, so we can get some audience in, you know.
Yeah. Get some extra attention, you know. So no, but it went okay, and so well, I just continue with that. You know, when you perform with a band, you get the same adrenaline, the same feeling as you are in a match performing in wrestling, right?
Is that right?
But when the show is over, I'm not that beat up after a live show with the band, you know.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
You get the same feelings, but I don't get beat up, you know.
Yeah. So, what was the biggest challenge you faced with recording this album, the new album?
Well, I mean, the challenge is always to get the lyrics to fit into the you know, place the lyrics at the right, you know. Because I don't play any instruments, so when the others play it, and sometimes they don't have the idea where I'm supposed to sing, and you know, so just to make everything fit, you know, to the song and make the song good. That's kind of the. But I find it more easy as for each album. So especially now, Even, he has created most of these songs, and he kind of knows how to guide me in where to put the correct words to put it that way. So no, I mean wasn't any real issue with this. It went quite well, better than I imagined. Let's put it that way.
It sounds real good. Is SINSID a Norwegian word meaning something, or?
No. SINSID was is from my name, because my middle name is Singh.
Yeah, it is.
And my last name is Sidhu, and I just put the 3 first letters from the middle and the 3 first letters from my last, and that's SINSID. So that's because I was looking at this back when I started, and there were so many names that was already taken. I tried like many different cliches like Power Lord and stuff like that, you know. But when I googled it, nothing seems to be available, and you know, it's you know, I wanted something original, and it also needs to be easy for everyone to pronounce. So I just played with my name, and that's how I came up with.
That's cool. I always wondered. I thought it maybe meant something. It's a Norwegian word, but you know, we also.
No.
And who came up with the concept for the covers, and that guy who holds the
warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also based on myself, because I mean I don't look like that, but I mean the warrior is like a half Sikh warrior, Sikh in India, you know, that's the culture.
Yeah.
Religion, and then Viking, which is in Norway, you know. So I'm half Norwegian and half Indian, you know, and that's how I came up with that half and half, you know. So. So I just gave that idea to the art guy, and he made the rest. And I always like those covers that has you know, Megadeth has it, Manowar has it, Maiden has it.
Yeah.
I always like that continuation of a figure on the cover. So that's how this came about.
Yeah, you're a very interesting mixture, my friend. Now I can I see why your middle name and your last name is like that. It's quite Indian.
Yeah.
All right. You're a volatile hybrid, my friend.
Well, you know, you try to come up with something original and something that's not out there already, and
yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. But congratulations, a very good album. I really enjoyed it, and
I'm really happy to hear that.
Yeah, we're gonna play more songs from it tonight.
Really?
And
Yeah,
of course,
yeah, good.
and in weeks to come, of course.
Yeah.
How about the? I think we should mention the rest of the members of the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Trygve Tvedt, he's the drummer. Gregors Urbanski, he's the bassist, and he also did all the recordings.
You see, he has a studio.
Yes, he's a very skilled man. So he have all the tools, and he did the recordings, and then we just shipped everything over to the other studio, and he did the mixing and the rest.
Oh, good.
So, and then we have Sten Roger Knudsen. He's the lead guitarist. He does all the solos. And Even, he's one of the main composers at this time. He's the rhythm guitarist.
Okay. You feel now that because you had a few changes in the band, you feel now that you are settled as a band?
I do feel that. Also, I know that some of the members have limited time. Everyone has kids and jobs, outside of this. So we have discussed it, and if the band gets more and more opportunities, we have to travel more. You never know, maybe some have to say, okay, we need a replacement.
Yeah.
But as for now, I'm really happy with where we are. I think, I have really skilled people around me, so I'm really happy with the crew I have now.
Yeah, it shows, and these people, like you said, they have families and jobs and stuff, but they do have a love for this music, and it shows.
Yeah. Yes, of course. So we at least agree that we're gonna take everything that comes our way. So let's see how busy the schedule's gonna be.
Yeah, okay. I hope the drummer doesn't come your way. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, he's a beast. He knows his work.
Yeah. It sounds like he does on the album.
Yeah.
So
he can also handle himself. So we shouldn't mess with him.
Well, I'm pretty sure he can.
I've seen him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Terje, I want to thank you very much for talking to us. And
it was all my pleasure. I was happy to do it.
Congratulations for another wonderful album.
Thanks.
Which is called Victory. It's out through Pitch Black Records, and you can get it from Pitch Black Records site, of course. And it's being from you guys.
SINSID.com. You can go in and post a message there, and we'll ship it out. And also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube channels. We have lots of videos over there.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That's all right. Thank you very much, Terje, and the best of luck, man. And until we talk again,
great evening.
You too.
Yeah.
You too. Take care.
Right.
We're going to do a song from the album, which is In Victory, of course. This one's called No Fear. And that was Terje Singh Sidhu, co-founder, lyricist, lead vocalist of SINSID. No Fear.
Don't the fear. Comes knocking and hunt you down, crawling through your spine. You scream out in pain, but when the power descends with a flash of steel, now the fight begins. When your strength is revealed.
Apologies for that. It's just playing tricks on us here in the studio. The studio demon, you know. So here it is again, the Wrath of Destruction from SINSID